Hello, this is Scott with Copper State Trailer Rentals. Today we're going to do a little walk around and show you all the accessories, all the upgrades, and all of the items that you get when you rent our trailers. This is our 20-foot flatbed, 10,000 pound car hauler. Also great for equipment, so let's get into it. All right, so this is our 2025 PJ-B5. It's a 10,000 pound flatbed trailer. It's super wide. It's 102 inches wide. It has drive over fenders, very stout fenders. So let's start up at the front here. So typical equipment: 2 5/16 inch ball coupler. So you need a 2 5/16 inch ball. Also, as you can see, it comes with a coupler lock. I'll show you those keys here in a little bit. So standard safety chains, standard electronic breakaway. If the trailer gets away from you, this pulls out and locks the brakes up. And you've also got the standard 7-pin connector for lights and brakes. Really nice little jack. As you can see, it's a drop leg jack. So before you start running the jack down, you pull that pin, let the leg fall down, then find the closest hole, put the pin back, and then you can start to let the jack down. Saves you a lot of spinning of the jack. You can also see you got a nice little toolbox here. Toolbox will be loaded with whatever it is that the kind of straps that you need for whatever it is you're hauling. It'll come with a jack, come with a tire tool, and also the box over here with the winch controller in it. We'll show you that here in a little bit. So get that closed up. You can see you got a full-size spare tire. You got a 12,000 pound winch, battery disconnect switch. We'll go through that here shortly. So some of the items that you could get, depending on what you're hauling. If you're hauling a car, we'll set you up with the right straps. If you're hauling equipment, we'll set you up with longer 20-foot ratchet straps. A couple different things. So if you're hauling a car, you get a bag 4 or 5 of these ratchet straps, 6 foot I believe they are. You'll also get 5 axle straps, some gloves. If you're hauling equipment, we'll give you 4 or 5 of these 20-foot ratchet straps. You can see you get a bunch of them there, some gloves. One other thing that you can get as well, this usually goes with trailers when they're hauling equipment, is these stake pocket D-rings. As you can see, there's D-rings welded into the trailer already, but with these stake pocket D-rings, you can put those in any of the stake pockets that you want. There's another one back there in the back. There's also D-rings in the back, but there's also a stake pocket for a little extra. As you can see, the fenders are drive-over fenders. They're really tough. You're not going to hurt those. We've got 2 5,200 pound axles. These are sitting on 12-ply heavy-duty tires. This is an upgrade over the tires that come with the trailers. Trailers typically come with 10-ply, really kind of cheap tires, so these are quite an upgrade. Move around to the back here, you can see there's a dovetail. Just lowers the loading height, so when you pull the ramps out of the back, it's a little less steep of an incline. So we'll come around here in the back and we'll pull the ramps out and show you how those work as well. All right, let's pull the ramps out. First of all, you get 3 keys. You get a key ring, 3 or 8 keys. The small key here is for the toolbox. The longer key is for the tongue lock, and the gold key is for the 2 locks here in the back. So let's get those unlocked, and we'll pull some ramps out. So there's a lock here, and then there's just a clip there. The little door drops down. Should have my gloves on, and I don't. Just pull the ramps out, and then they hook right on top of the the bump rail there at the end. You can move them left and right depending on how wide your wheels are on your car or how wide the track is on your car. So I'll get a little closer look here. You can see there's a master lock and the little pin that pulls out. Little door comes down, and then the ramps just fit right there on the rub rail. 6-foot ramps, I believe. Maybe they're 5, but obviously there's another one here on the other side. And I'll show you what that looks like. All secure, and that's it. That's how you pull the ramps out. Okay, so as I mentioned before, this coupler is 2 5/16 inch ball, and if you don't have one, no worries. I've got a drop hitch with a 2-inch and a 2 5/16 inch that we can rent to you. All right, let's go over a winch operation. How do we operate the winch? So here is a battery disconnect. Make sure that's up on the green. And we'll go over here and climb up. So you can see it's a synthetic rope. Here on the top, there's a switch for engaged and free spool. So to get the rope out, we'll swing that over to free spool and grab a hold of it and pull it. Oh, jeez. And give it a pull and pull it on out. Pull it on out as far as you need. You also notice this black sheath. So that sheath should be run down to wherever the rope is contacting the deck. I want to try to keep the rope from getting frayed. So the rope runs through that sheath, it won't get frayed. So once you get it all the way out and hooked up to your vehicle, come back over here and hit engaged. Sometimes you might have to pull a little bit and get it over. So once you have it engaged, once we have it hooked up to the vehicle, we're back and engaged. Grab the remote, hold that button down in the middle until you see that light come on. And it's just as easy as in and out. And that's all there is to it. Now, if for some reason the battery dies in this guy, there's also a cable that you plug into the bottom of the remote. You come over here in this little cover, pull that cover off, plug that cable in there, flip the switch, and now you're on the wired version. And there it is. That's how you operate the winch. One important thing too, when you're reeling the cable back in, make sure that the cable spools up nicely, runs all the way down one side and then runs back up the other side. Make sure that it doesn't bind. All right, there you have it. There's our 2025 PJ-B5 10,000 pound, 102 inch wide flatbed, open car hauler, equipment hauler. We've had broken down vehicles on this trailer. We've had other trailers on this trailer. We've had Home Depot runs to get building supplies to take up to a building site. I've had tractors, all kinds of stuff. So if this suits your load, give me a call. Let me know what you're doing and we'll see if we have one in stock.